Cousins for the end zone. He's got Thielen. Thielen hauls it in for a Viking touchdown.
What did you say? I think because they could hear you, Myers. I think Kirk changed that play and said, Myers wanted me to throw to Thielen.
Defense to ease up a bit, if that's the right term. Cook will head to the end zone for his second touchdown of this game.
A lot of football. Every
that's
town,
at the NCAA's listening.
Every town of about 10,000 has a Division I college football program. Dalvin Cook is ahead and maybe into the end zone.
Cook is back in there and takes the handoff from Cousins. Nice running by Cook. There he goes inside the 20, and he is gone. Touchdown. Play fake. Cousins taking a deep shot. Jefferson's got separation, and he's got the catch inside the 40. Jefferson still going. See you later. Justin Jefferson, have a day. Cousins off his back foot. Rudolph is down there. Did he get it? Yes!
Joe Burrow and Minshew Mania. That's a wild one. Dalvin Cook. He's going to get a first down. And Dalvin Cook pushes his way toward the end zone. Fake to Madison. Cousins fires for the end zone. There's a flag down, but the catch is made. And it's Adam Thielen for a Viking touchdown.
Champion for right out of Mississippi State. Second down and goal. Fake toss. Cousins to the end zone. Caught. Thielen takes it in for the touchdown. Another great drive. Fake toss. Cousins to the end zone. Caught. Thielen takes it in for the touchdown.
And Minnesota just trying to come up and get this offense going fast, see if they can put it in the end zone one more time. This should help. Justin Jefferson able to escape and get in. I thought Kendall Sheffield might rip his jersey off, but Justin Jefferson stays on his feet and scores it from 49 yards out.
Got some blocking. Cook taking advantage. First down and more. Dalvin Cook breaking free into the open. Cook all the way.
A couple times. If you're just joining us late, he was in COVID restriction. Here's the first down handoff, and Cook, like a bullet break. Oh, he's gone! There he goes, galloping, chased on the play by Curson. True fun. Give him 6. What a play!
Still get a first down on 3rd and 4. Cousins throwing, and it is caught. Touchdown! It's Adam Thielen for the second time tonight. And Minnesota jumps back on top. Now 3rd and goal. 9th play of the drive. Cousins to the end zone. There is a flag.
Did he get his feet in?
Catch was made by Thielen. It's ruled a touchdown.
And you hear him when he makes these calls on the line. He knows exactly what to do.
Second down and 3. Play action. Cousins going deep for Jefferson in the end zone. Touchdown.
There's your dance, Kenny, the gritty. That's your dance, Kenny. Justin Jefferson open with one-on-one routes, and then he's run the in and out route to get a touchdown. He's run over the top to get a touchdown.
Empty backfield, 2nd and goal. Cousins to the end zone. Touchdown. Redemption for Chad Beebe.
Play action, a nice block by Cook. Ham on the receiving end. The cutback and into the end zone.
And they are really good down in this area of the field scoring touchdowns.
Cook is the main reason why he is in for the touchdown. The reason they could trade away a Stephon Diggs and draft him 22nd overall. Fake to Cook. The pass complete to Conklin, the tight end. And Conklin down to the goal line. Conklin in for a Viking touchdown. The reason they could trade away a Stephon Diggs and draft him 22nd overall. Fake to Cook. The pass complete to Conklin, the tight end. And Conklin down to the goal line. Conklin
good for a Viking touchdown.
Well, that was almost where I went.
4th down and goal. Cousins out to his right, throws, pass caught, but touchdown Thielen.
Got your fullback back there, old-fashioned ISO.
Pro Bowl fullback C.J. Ham. It's play action, and it's a 1st down with Madison racing out of the backfield. Makes the cut, finds the end zone.
To try and win this game, and probably feels he doesn't have enough possessions left in the game.
Pressure, blitz, open, 1st down, and maybe more. It's Thielen for the touchdown. On a 4th and 4, Cousins connects to Thielen for a Viking score of 24 yards.
Make that 1st down and 10. And the play fake. Cousins fires. Wide open receiver on the far side. K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Minnesota. Wham! A can opener to start. 64 yards.
For Minnesota at the 15 of Seattle. Cousins steps away from pressure to the end zone. It's Thielen for the touchdown. Madison in motion. Fake the give. Cousins throws for the end zone. It's Jefferson who's got the touchdown.
Cousins on 3rd down. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Madison remains in for Cook. 2nd down and 13. As Cousins throws. Osborne, touchdown! Vikings win! Madison remains in for Cook. 2nd down and 13. As Cousins throws. Osborne, touchdown! Vikings win!
You saw him make the play, even though he doesn't get credited with the tackle. He's the one that shoved Brian O'Neill in the backfield.
Cousins, deep shot. Got a man. Jefferson, you bet. Touchdown, Minnesota. 50-yard strike to the 2nd-year man out of LSU.
Shoved Brian O'Neill in the backfield.
Cousins, deep shot. Got a man. Jefferson, you bet. Touchdown, Minnesota.
2nd and goal at the 5. Motion from Osborne. Cousins over the middle. Oh, a dart into the end zone. Tyler Conklin. It just lodged in his arms for the touchdown. Motion from Osborne. Cousins over the middle. Oh, a dart into the end zone. Tyler Conklin. It just lodged in his arms for the touchdown. Motion from Stocker. On 1st down, Cook again. Driving to the goal line. This time leans across for the touchdown.
Give it to Cook. Walks in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Down by 1. Pressure coming. Cousins decked. Throws it up for Jefferson. He's got it! And he is in! Touchdown, Minnesota!
With Justin Jefferson.
Play action. Cousins throws. End zone. Touchdown. Adam Thielen.
Madison. Wanted right. Madison. 2nd stab, and he's in. Touchdown. Cousins looking. End zone. Caught. Osborne. Touchdown.
Everybody has when they face the Steelers.
Here's Cook. Bouncing it. End zone. What a start. Touchdown, Vikings.
So that was a big 1st down to at least be able to reset the chains and take a little more time off this clock.
Cousins keeps. Airs it out. Osborne downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. And coming away looking for a push-off is Cameron Sutton. No flag. Touchdown, Minnesota.
take a little more time off this clock.
Cousins keeps, airs it out. Osborne downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
3rd and 2. Cousins throwing, and it's caught wide open. Touchdown.
Cousins lets it go. Deep ball. Receiver open. Touchdown. Smith-Marset. 3rd and 2. Cousins rolls out looking. Cousins wants to go deep. In the corner. Touchdown. Vikings knocking on the door. Here's Cousins dropping back, looking. Oh, he open. He's open. Touchdown.
Jeff Osborne. 21 yards.
That last play, 29 yards, by the way, was the long play today for this Minnesota offense. Cousins. He's got him. Touchdown. It's Osborne again. And Minnesota is in front with 45 seconds to play.
Cousins trying to sneak it. And Kirk Cousins. They're already popping off the fireworks. No signal yet. It looked like he was in, and he is for a go-ahead touchdown in the 4th.
Here's Cook. Dalvin Cook picks up a first down, still going inside the 30. Cook inside the 10, the 5, touchdown. 53 yards in his return home.
A receiver, top of your screen. Cousins looks to the middle of the field. And he's already run for a first down. Can he run for another one? Can he run for a touchdown? Diving to the end zone. That's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins. Osborne, bottom of your screen. Cousins for the other way. And in the end zone, Dalvin Cook hauls it in for a Viking touchdown. His first touchdown catch of this season.
7-1, trying to win a 7th in a row today. Here's Dalvin Cook on first down, and Cook's got room. Dalvin Cook takes off down the sideline. There he goes. The big play they desperately needed. Dalvin Cook with a 71-yard touchdown. As we welcome you to Orchard Park with 2 minutes left in a 4-point game. Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson pulled it in. The catch of his life.
So 2:28 on the clock. No timeouts remaining. They're going to set up the screen with Dalvin Cook and let him chew up the yards. Dalvin Cook. There he goes. Dalvin Cook is going to be caught up with blockers inside the 5. Touchdown.
From the 12. Fake to Cook. Cousins. End zone. Wide open. Hawkinson taps the toes. It's a touchdown. Cousins got hit. 2 flags were thrown, and that ball found T.J. Hawkinson.
Cousins going to sneak it up, forward in there, and waiting for the signal. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. On 1st and goal, Cousins looking, firing, caught. Osborne is in for the touchdown.
They're not just forcing it to Justin Jefferson. We're seeing him spread the ball around.
Go quick here. Penalty flies. Cousin. End zone. Smith. He's in. Touchdown. Let's see what the penalty is, so hang on. offside. Defense. Number 54. Touchdown.
Second and goal. Madison in motion. Cousins to Madison at the 5. Stumbles. Trying to stay on his feet. He's in. Touchdown. What an effort by Alexander Madison.
3 catches for JJ. 23 yards. The fake to Madison. The pass is caught. And Hawkinson bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Broke away from Mario Goodrich inside the 5-yard line. And so the Vikings, who had done absolutely nothing until that drive. Crowd roaring again. 3rd and 10. Pressure on Cousins. Steps up. Throws deep downfield. Caught. And that's the rookie Addison for the touchdown. Turned Job around. Josh Job covering on the play. And for the 2nd game in a row, Addison is in for a score. Ham is in the backfield. Blitz coming. Pressure put on. Caught into the end zone for the touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. What a drive. Converted a 4th down along the way. Goes 75 yards, 10 plays in 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
USC guy, no surprise.
2nd and 14 at the 48. Oh, what a strike. Oh, Justin Jefferson on the run. Jefferson will not be caught. It's a touchdown. 52 yards for the lead.
Once today in the red zone, that 99-yard pick 6. Cousins play action being chased down. Cousins looking, throwing, caught for the touchdown. Justin Jefferson.
So now it's 1st and goal. And it's the 14th play of this drive. Complete. Madison with the touchdown. Minnesota.
Blitz off the edge. Cousins throws, and it's taken away by Addison for the touchdown. He and Charvarius Ward fighting for the ball, and this time Addison takes it for the score.
2nd and goal. It's Akers to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. First rushing TD of the season for Minnesota. Vikings start for the Packers 20. Cousins throws, caught, touchdown, Addison.
Dobbs has it. He's throwing and held on to Madison for the touchdown, Vikings. And they are back in this. The go-to guy along with Jordan Addison in this game. Trying to throw quick. Dobbs is going to try and outrun the defender, and he gets another first down. Dobbs has a touchdown for the Vikings. He kept it himself.
Oh, Dobbs is going to motion out. Ty Chandler getting ready for a direct snap. To the left with Darrisaw opening up the hole and a touchdown. First NFL touchdown for Ty Chandler. Saw T.J. Hawkinson back in. 3rd down and 6. Stepping up, Dobbs. Nothing downfield. Spinning away. Gets a block from Darrisaw. Dobbs trying to shake his way to the end zone.
They're going to put a drive together and put themselves back in the game.
Gordon went back to the sideline. Brisker's over there too. End zone. Hawkinson. Touchdown.
Miles Murphy late to the party for the Bengals as he's trying to find the right defensive alignment. Handoff to Chandler. Spins, and he is in. So the Vikings have their first opening drive touchdown of the season. And he's going to throw it. Mullins, plenty of time, rolls out, throws it back across his body. It's caught by Addison for a touchdown. What in the world was Nick Mullins doing? And how did Addison get it done?
Play clock winding down. Now Mullins moving to his right on first down. Now he throws to the end zone. Jefferson, what a catch!
It's a pass. It's a deep ball. It's Jefferson for the touchdown. Justin Jefferson has the Vikings within a score, beating Kendall Vildor for a 38-yard score.
Boy, is that aggressive play calling.
Maybe going to have Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp coming in here next week. Mullins now wants it all with Addison. Touchdown! A strike right back for Minnesota. 42 yards from Mullins to Addison. And it's again a one-score game.
And his impact so far on the Viking defense. Second down 9. Darnold getting messy, going deep, and he's got Jefferson. He's got Jefferson. It's a foot race downfield with Brown. Shifting gears. Getting a block. That's 6. 97 yards. Holy smokes.
Third and goal. Darnold out of the pocket. Darnold will throw. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson open. And the Vikings cash in.
94 yards in the season opener, and he's benefiting from their emphasis on it.
Darnold guns. Open man. Jones. Touchdown! The Minnesota Vikings looking exceptional on offense and defense. 8th play of the drive. Shotgun. Darnold looks, throws it, caught, Naylor, touchdown.
Darnold again with time, into the end zone, caught, touchdown. Jordan Addison.
Ham. Touchdown. Vikings lead 16-0.
They got to keep putting the ball in the air downfield. Off he goes, Aaron Jones. And what a lightning strike for the Vikings. Third and long for Darnold, taking a shot for Jefferson!
First and goal, ball spotted right at the 10. Darnold, good protection again. That's caught, and that is Sherfield, Trent Sherfield for the touchdown.
First and goal for the Vikings. Darnold throws on the run to Addison. Did he bring it in? Yes! Great catch! Touchdown, Vikings!
Brian Callahan's defensive coordinator, Denard Wilson, really liked this kid Brownlee, a rookie. Young man they took with the 5th-round pick out of Louisville. What a moment here. Boy, they nearly get to Darnold as he hits his man. Wide open, it's Addison. Addison, touchdown. This will be the 7th play of the drive. First and goal. Or maybe a little miscommunication. He completes nonetheless. Akers, and he's in for the Minnesota touchdown.
3 receivers. The single setback is Akers. Jefferson in motion. Play action. Darnold surveys, finds
Addison in the end zone. He plucks it for 6.
Inside the 5 with the 1st and goal. Darnold looks to throw for it. Pressured from behind. Keeps his eyes downfield and has a wide open man for the touchdown. Johnny Munt, his 2nd of the year. Vikings finally find the end zone. Said nobody's been harder on him than his mom has. She said, I'm glad they sat you down because you look like you needed it, son. Darnold given time. Arm was hit as he let it go. Addison adjusted and finds himself with a touchdown. 49 yards, the Vikings in the end zone.
What did we talk about early in the broadcast? When you're playing this Minnesota team, nobody likes to take their shots.
3rd down and 8. See what call he sends in here. Falcons bringing pressure. Darnold in trouble. Sam Darnold keeps it alive. Darnold on the run. Open man. Coverage blown. Walk-in touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 52 yards. Darnold keeps it alive and strikes the superstar.
They were really good down here in the red zone, limiting the touchdowns of Minnesota. This will be key again tonight.
Play action from Darnold. End zone. Touchdown Jefferson. Here's Akers driving for the touchdown.
Off play action. Stepping up. Launching downfield. And it is caught! Twisting, turning, touchdown! Jefferson! Minnesota's back in front.
Rejuvenation of his career. They go quick again here. 2nd down. Has time this time. Loads. Going deep. Has a man. Naylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darnold. Some pressure. Senses. Throws. Goes end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Vikings. It's Addison. He's really developed during the course of the year, Jalen Naylor. Darnold completes to Hawkinson, and he is in for the touchdown. And boy, did the Vikings need that.
Everything is you're being taught to cover everything inside, so those outbreaking routes are going to be open.
Gain of 20. This is Cam Akers. He throws wide open. Touchdown, Josh Oliver.
Myles Garrett, it's Browns defense to step up, make one of these game-changing plays.
Wentz, 2nd and 5. Addison, he's got it. Touchdown.
Quick throw. McCarthy going end zone. Jefferson, one-hander. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The Vikings offense, you're thinking score a touchdown. There's not thinking about your defense too much.
No doubt. Here's McCarthy. Looking, firing, end zone. It is caught! Touchdown! Addison.
And honestly, just the rhythm that was created for JJ in the passing game was perfect.
Quick strike. Hawkinson stays on his feet. Touchdown. That might be an early 4th quarter dagger.
Shedeur Sanders, 50 starts in college. Tyler Shuck down in New Orleans, 42 starts in college. That certainly benefits guys.
Get tricky here. Jordan Addison turns on the speed. Look out. Addison. Can he get there? Forced toward the sideline. Touchdown.